Reach high, aim high, and obtain. To begin with, I'm going to measure out 40 grams of organic oyster mushrooms. You could also use shiitake mushrooms, which is what I'm using in this instance. And once you reach the 40 grams, we will address next steps, which is to obtain 2.5 cups of filtered water because we are working with dehydrated mushrooms. And you're going to then let the mushrooms soak in the water, specifically the filtered water, for about 3 hours so that they fully hydrate. It has now been 3 hours since we began soaking our shiitake mushrooms here, so they're quite pliable, which is perfect. So now I'm going to put them into my stainless steel Vitamix blending container here because we are going to thoroughly now blend all of this water and mushrooms together. Now, if one is not using a Vitamix blender, they would actually need to make sure that the pieces are smaller so that everything gets thoroughly pulverized and into liquid form. But because I have a Vitamix, it makes this whole process a lot easier. So we'll just snap the lid on and then we will blend that. Now I'm going to turn on our blender here and get everything pureed. So we're going to purposely pick the shake function here so that it will get perfectly pureed. And so we're going to hit start. Woo! Look at it go. Okay, so it's finished. So we're going to rotate this to off. I'm going to turn off the power to it. Oops. And let's take a look inside. This is what it looks. This is what it looks inside after everything's been processed, and you can see it is pure liquid now, but infused liquid. Over here, I have on my New Wave pot, I have a cup of our, this is the, my apologies if I mispronounce this, but it's madhava, and it's organic coconut sugar that's been unrefined. It's also, per the label here, been tested for contaminants. It's a clean label project, and it's also organic, so loaded with great contents. And I'm specifically choosing this because if a person is a migraineur, because it actually has vitamins and minerals in it, it helps more with protecting the body. And it actually has about, I believe it's half the amount. It's supposed to be about a 30 or 35% glycemic index compared to most standardized sugar, which is usually like 60 or 65%. So it's about half the amount, but you can still use the 1-to-1 ratio in regards to replacement of standardized sugar. So that's what I'm doing here, is 1 cup of it. And this way my migraineurs can have it too. And then we're going to get, once we've blended and pureed our mushrooms and the water that the mushrooms were soaking in, then we're going to do next steps, which is taking care of this. There are 2 ways that one can make melting of sugar to create almost like a caramel base. One is you have sugar, you put a little bit of water with it. If I was doing this cup of sugar with water, then I'd be adding about 6 tablespoons of water because I'm doing a cup. If it was half a cup, I'd be doing only 3 tablespoons of filtered water with this. But another method, which is actually quicker than that, is to just put the sugar directly in a pot that can handle the heat, of course, and you just make sure that you're constantly whisking it until it actually melts and obtains the consistency that it needs, which is what we're going to do because that's a shortcut rather than just waiting and waiting and waiting. And plus, because this is already a very dark brown sugar like color, even though this is organic coconut sugar, it means that you wouldn't have the normal color change that would be present with sugar if one was using white sugar, for example. So that's how come we're actually going to do this approach rather than a standardized what most people do, which is the sugar in the water. This is actually a shortcut and it works better. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to put my New Wave here on medium low, which means it's 175 degrees Fahrenheit. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hit start now, and I'm going to start whisking this. And you want to make sure that you continually whisk this until the entire contents have melted thoroughly so that we can do next steps, because otherwise this will not work, and you got to keep it stirring to make sure this works out. To ensure best results, I suggest having the chosen salt and either the Trader Joe's organic coconut aminos or your chosen soy sauce prepared in advance with the pureed mushrooms in a container for them to quickly and easily be added to the sugar once it's been melted, followed by having another container that's specifically with the filtered water and the organic arrowroot powder to ensure smooth processing and great results. So now we're going to add our mushroom puree. Now it will seize, but that is okay. So when we added the mushroom puree, it does seize, and you can see that it gets quite tough and hard, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Ideally here, keep the heat on and keep your whisk moving while you've already have the other ingredients prepared and ready to go, and that is to keep the sugar from actually sticking to the pot and potentially creating a burnt flavor. And next, what we also need to do is we're going to add our salt. And what I have here is 3 tablespoons of my Celtic Sea Salt, and we're going to add that. You can choose pink Himalayan or any kind of quality salt. To this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Trader Joe's organic coconut aminos, specifically for migraineurs and those looking to avoid soy. Now, another option is the Shoyu organic and unpasteurized soy sauce. And the reason I choose that brand, if one is not going to do the Trader Joe's coconut aminos, is because it is made with sea salt, which means it has all the minerals. It's not just a standard salt. Now I am going to show you here the ingredients that are also in the Trader Joe's coconut aminos, which is again sea salt as well, and that is very important and critical for migraineurs. Because I stopped whisking when I added the mushrooms and other ingredients, as well as turned off the heat, it actually caused it to adhere to the bottom of the pot. So that's why it is so important to keep the heat on and keep everything moving once you have the sugar melted. The important thing here is to keep stirring and or whisking as the mushroom is added, because if one does it and it's in that state of being the very liquid sugar, if you add too much too quickly, it'll seize and harden. So it's important that as it's being added, it is being stirred together very quickly and easily to prevent the sugar from actually hardening to the pot, which is so important to make this work. But you will notice that as we stirred, the color is also getting darker. That is a testament to the color of the sugar and the soy sauce. But you can see we do have these chunks of sugar, and those chunks are from where it hardened a bit on the bottom. And so I had to take the time to pour out the sauce and get the sugar unstuck from the bottom, which took a little bit of time. So I wanted to make sure I gave you guys that caveat of, if you have more than one setup here, I would say that with the mushroom is, instead of pouring it from the blender, is to actually have it easier maybe in a measuring cup so that you can slowly trickle it in as you whisk the sugar to prevent it from seizing too much, or move the sugar in such a way that it won't seize as badly. So it's easier to stir that all together. I'm actually going to change this up now for my whisk. Give it a taste. That's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to add our water and arrowroot, and I'm whisking it together real quick because it did separate just a little bit. Combine and whisk the ingredients of 4 tablespoons of filtered water and 5 tablespoons of organic arrowroot flour, adding it to the oyster sauce created. At this point, you will continue whisking to create the finished and final product. The longer the whisking with heat occurs, the thicker the sauce will become. I happen to love a very thick oyster sauce because I feel like it makes it easier to get out of the container. It makes it easier to get that exact measurement. So you can see how it's sticking inside the slot of my whisk here. That is the consistency that I'm looking for. And so that allows me to now say, I'm going to turn off the eye. And then I'm going to put this in the container and let it cool. And as it cools, it will actually become even thicker. But I love, see how it's sticking there? That is just so beautiful. This is going to be so delicious. I'm going to use my Luvelli container here to put my oyster sauce in because I can use the suction device to actually airtight seal this, so that way my oyster sauce will actually last longer, which I really love. And so I'm going to grab my pot here, and the contents are still hot, but that's okay. Because I actually want it to cool down in this container so that I'll get everything out of the pot here easily. Okay, so we now have everything out of the pot. Got a little bit there. And then we're going to let this cool without the lid on it. And then what's going to happen is once it cools down all the way, then we'll put the lid on it, suction out the air, and then we have a fabulous oyster sauce that everyone, friends and family, can enjoy. Because why? We use organic coconut sugar.
Every single person who watches this video has the power to change someone else's life today. Subscribing to TaylorIt takes 1 second, but creates a ripple that reaches people across the entire world. Hit like, share this with someone who needs it, and drop your location in the comments because seeing where our community reaches genuinely excites us. Together, we are building something real. Join us and help others find this too.